All right, thank you, Ms. Atkinson, for the introduction. And then thank you to Westchester for hosting me. Like you said, I'm the executive officer at Recruiting Station Raleigh, so I manage a lot of things, but mostly everything that we do in high schools across eastern North Carolina that my recruiters do. I'm in charge of all those programs. My favorite one is the NROTC program. It's very special to me because this is how I joined the Marine Corps. So if you can imagine me in his position 10 years ago, that's where I was. So it's really my distinct pleasure to be here today to offer this scholarship check to you. I want to say congratulations to you. First of all, I can tell you, after having done 4 selection boards now, it is incredibly competitive. So the level of competition that we see across the whole country for these scholarships is so high. There is like no way that I would be able to get this scholarship nowadays based on some of the resumes that I see. So that's credit to you for all the hard work that you put in. And then credit to your family and friends and the school community here as well, because Carter certainly worked very hard to get here, but I know that so often we're a product of our influences in life, right? And all the guidance and shaping that the family and the school has done on you, right, is certainly part of the reason that you're here. The fact that right after this you're also getting your appointment to the Naval Academy as well, that just goes to show how bad we as Marines and as the Department of the Navy want you on our team, right? We see you as someone that we want leading Marines in the future. And with that, I would say the greatest gift and opportunity that we can offer you is not the money or the degree or the doors that's going to open for you in the future, no matter if you stay in the Marine Corps or you get out into the civilian world. The greatest opportunity that we can offer you is the opportunity to lead Marines. They are, I've been in the Marine Corps for 6 years. The most incredible people I've ever met in my life are Marines. Just this morning, Recruiting Station Raleigh shipped 15 young men and women just a little bit older than you guys to boot camp today. They're going to meet their drill instructors in a couple hours, which is going to be just a very exciting moment for them. Next week, we're going to ship another 20. We're going to do that every week, right? So for the next 4 years that you're training, every single week, we're sending young men and women to Paris Island to become Marines. And they're going to get out to the fleet. And when they're there, they're going to expect and deserve the best leadership possible. Right? So my charge to you is over the next 4 years, when you're putting in late hours at the academy, studying for tests, pushing yourself in workouts, taking advantage of leadership opportunities that you get at school, think about those Marines that are out there right now training, right? The junior Marines and NCOs that are doing everything that they can to defend this country to the best of their abilities, because they're expecting and they deserve the best leadership possible, right? And that's going to be you. So it's a serious job, and everything that I've seen in your record tells me that you have what it takes to do it, right? So just continue with the discipline, the drive, the determination, the work ethic that you've showed this far in your life. Just keep that up, and I have no doubt that when you step into this uniform as a lieutenant, you're going to be there ready to lead those Marines. For any students that are coming up on their senior year, if this is a challenge, right, the challenge of the Marine Corps Commission, if that's something that appeals to you and you think maybe that's something that you want to try for as well, Ms. Atkinson has my contact information. I will work with anybody who's interested in pursuing the scholarship, and applications are open for next year. And with that, I'll close out by saying congrats again to your family, to the school, to you, and an awesome job well done. Such an exciting moment and journey that you're about to embark on. I'm jealous that I can't be back in your shoes. You're going to have a truly great experience, so congratulations.
Borrow some of this money? I don't need all of it. I'm not going to read from this, don't worry, but I am going to lay it out there so I don't forget a certain part of it. I'm really not going to speak to Carter much. That's okay with you guys. Carter doesn't need it. Carter's grandfather played a key influence, I'm sure, in his application to the Naval Academy and to the NROTC scholarships. For those of you who don't know, Carter's grandfather is a retired senior Marine officer who's had a very distinguished career and served as a mentor to many. I would like to consider myself one of those of the many who watched their granddad lead with such great distinction. For me, my mom had an 8th grade education. Dad had a 3rd grade education. Came from a petroleum ville in the Gulf Coast of Texas, and you're shaped by the experiences that your family had, right? Their expectations of you kind of influence your expectations of yourself, right? So I exceeded all my family's expectations when I graduated high school, because that's all they wanted was a high school diploma. And if it wasn't for a sergeant major in a Marine Corps Junior ROTC program, when I was the age that some of you guys and gals are now, I'd had a completely different life. You'll find that life works that way. There's always one or two people that have that key influence at the key portion of your decision making as you go forward in life. I am forever grateful to that sergeant major, because I had an opportunity for over 33 years to be part of something that I think is unbelievably special and unique. What makes it special and unique, the good captain just told you about. It's some of the most selfless, dedicated, funny, irreverent people on the planet. And that's young United States Marines and sailors, and I hate to say it, but even soldiers and airmen. But what I wanted to leave upon all of you before we get to recognizing Carter's great achievement is, if you have a vision of service, and I hope all of you do, in some way, shape, or form. If it's not in uniform, then maybe it's teaching. If it's not teaching, then maybe it's volunteering. But you have a responsibility to give back. And more than that, when you get older, I can promise you, you won't feel fulfilled with what you're doing unless you are serving others. What Carter's about to do is be entrusted, after a fairly strenuous 4-year period, entrusted with the lives of 42 people, approximately, depending on what military occupational specialty he chooses to go. And millions of dollars of taxpayers' equipment, the latter of which doesn't compare to the former. And those of us who've had the misfortune of having to call family and speak to a Gold Star family after losing their child in Iraq or Afghanistan know that. Each one of those 42 will be someone's child. And it is a sacred responsibility to do everything you can in some very trying circumstances to, 1, accomplish your nation's mission, and 2, do as best you can to bring those young men and women home whole again. So I would ask you to start thinking about that. What do you want to do with your life? And what's going to be the impact of that life on others? Again, it doesn't have to be in uniform. I hope it is, and I hope to see you guys' applications come across our respective desks before long. But do something for others, because you'll feel a darn sight better about yourself in so doing, and you'll make an impact. You'll be that Sergeant Major Long. You'll be Carter's granddad and make a key difference for others. So what if Carter It's certainly my distinct pleasure today to present you, Carter, with an appointment to the United States Naval Academy, my alma mater. This year, Carter was one of 1,600 students throughout the nation who applied for approximately 1,200 total seats. So you guys do the math. Your math teacher's probably present, so don't get it wrong, right? 1,200 seats, 1,600 applicants for the class of 2024. And when you're a member of the class of 1986, that doesn't exactly make you feel like you're ready to run a marathon. The admissions process is unique and requires each student to apply for and receive a nomination, most commonly from a congressman or a senator. In your case, Carter, Senator Tillis. Complete a thorough medical exam, successfully pass a physical fitness evaluation screening, in addition to the normal submission to transcripts and affidavits from your instructors and the things that virtually every institution of higher learning requires. Screening is thorough with a focus on being a well-rounded individual. If you're great in academics, but you show no leadership potential or no interest in doing anything else, the Naval Academy is probably not the right place for you. But if you want to be, if you're a solid performer across the board, come talk to us. An appointment to the Academy is equivalent to a full 4-year scholarship, including all tuition, room and board, medical and dental benefits, a monthly midshipman stipend. Yeah, you guys got that right. We pay you to go to school. After completing the 4-year curriculum at the Naval Academy, students receive a Bachelor of Science degree in one of 25 majors and can earn a commission as an officer in either the United States Navy or the Marine Corps. And a few select occasions each year, some go to the Air Force and the Army when they find other cadets at those institutions that want to be commissioned in the Navy. So Westchester Country Day School, to you guys, what a tremendous accomplishment. I think both of you recognize Ms. Atkins and I, having worked with you on a few occasions now, I can't, and I told you this in email, so I would like to say it publicly, do not take this national treasure for granted. That's not what high school counselors, sadly, look like everywhere in the nation. She really goes an extra mile to take care of each and every one of you personally, and it shows. And that's how things like this happen. You should be very proud of Carter's achievements as his classmates, as his schoolmates, as his faculty, as his staff, and certainly as the parents. And because your mom is also the daughter of a Marine, I know she knows down in her heart that while some of this is about you, it's not really about you. It's about those 42 in 2024, right? Carter, congratulations.